Hello everyone, welcome back to the course of Electric Network. In the last lecture, we discussed about our basics of transient analysis and also discussed the first order RC and RL circuit and its current and voltage expression. In this lecture or in today's lecture, we will see how to find the time constant of a circuit and we'll solve some problem on that. Then we will do some transient analysis of some first order system. Now, before moving to the topic, I would like to request you to please like, share, comment and subscribe. Also make sure to turn on the notification so that you can get the notification about our new uploaded videos. So let's start our today's topic, which is the time constant, finding the time constant of a circuit. Now, when we move to find the time constant of a electric circuit, first thing we have to keep in mind that we have to observe the circuit after operation of switch, whether it is getting closed or getting opened. This is the first point. Now, if a circuit involving capacitor, the time constant will be RC. So our goal will be finding the equivalent capacitance and equivalent resistance. And in a circuit having inductors, our goal will be finding the equivalent inductance and equivalent resistance. After finding that values, the time constant for RL circuit will be L by R or L equivalent by R equivalent. So let's start. Let's see some problems. Now consider this first circuit. This is R, this is C, this is also a capacitor. Now this is the switch. Its value is 3 microfarad, 2 microfarad and 1 kilo ohm. Right. Since notice here that I haven't shown here that whether by this picture whether the switch is getting closed at time t equal to 0 or getting open. So to clarify that, I am giving an arrow which showing that this switch is getting closed at time t equal to 0. Right. Now the question is, what is time constant of this circuit? Now to find the time constant of the circuit, our target is to find the equivalent capacitance. Now equivalent capacitance will be what? After seeing this picture, you may think that this is a second order system, as we said earlier that an order of a circuit is nothing but the number of energy storage element distributed and interacting. But see here, these two capacitors are not distributed. Basically, these two capacitors can be lumped into a single capacitor. Why? Because these two capacitors are in parallel. Right? So, after lumping these two capacitors, our circuit will get transformed into this. This is 1K and this will be what? In parallel they will get added. So it will be 5 microfarad and switch has been closed at t equal to 0. So this will be the picture. Now our R equivalent will be what? The resistance across this 5 microfarad capacitor. To find equivalent resistance, we will short this source. So across this terminal AB, R equivalent will be 1K, and across resistor, that is across these two terminals, or simply saying these two terminals, our C equivalent is 5 microfarad. So our tau equal to RC means 5 microfarad into 1K, which will be 5 millisecond. Right? Now take another example. resistor, capacitor, its value is 2 microfarad, its value is 1 microfarad, and its value is 6 microfarad. This is 2 kilo ohm, this is 6 kilo ohm, and this is 3 kilo ohm. Now for this case, what will be time constant? Tau. Now to find the time constant, what we have to find? First of all, we will find C equivalent. Now see here, these three capacitance can also be lumped into a single capacitor. What will be the equivalent capacitance across this terminal? 2 parallel to 1 means 3. 3 in series with 6 microfarad will give 2 microfarad. So C equivalent will be 6 in series with 1 parallel to 2, right? So 6 in series with 3. What will be the equivalent capacitance? 6 into 6 in series with 3 ohm, 3 microfarad capacitor will give 2 microfarad capacitor, right? Now our next target is to find R equivalent. Now see, what will be R equivalent between these two terminals? Our R equivalent will be, this will get short circuited, right? When we will find equivalent resistance, we will short circuit this terminal, this voltage source. I forgot to mention here that this is voltage source. Let us say this is 10 UT. So for finding the equivalent resistance, we will short circuit this voltage source. After short circuiting this voltage source, the circuit will get transformed into this. This is 2K, this is 6K, this is 3K, this is C equivalent. Already we found C equivalent, which is nothing but 2 microfarad. So R equivalent will be what? 6 parallel to, R equivalent will be 6 parallel to 3 in series with 2. 6 parallel to 3 is what? 2. 2 plus 2, 4. Means 4 kilo ohm will be the equivalent resistance. So time constant will be what? Time constant in case of RC circuit is RC, which is nothing but 4K multiplied by 2 microfarad, which will be 8 millisecond, right? Now consider another example. R, this is also a resistor, a current source, this is the switch which is getting closed at t equal to 0, right? Now see values, this is L, this is R, this is R, this is R, this is a current source of 5 ampere. Now what will be the time constant? Now see, this is an RL circuit. For RL circuit we have to find L equivalent and then R equivalent. So then after that the time constant will be L equivalent by R equivalent. Here only one inductor is present, so L equivalent will be simply L. Now see R equivalent. To find R equivalent, first of all we will remove this source, replace this source by its internal resistance. Since an ideal current source has internal resistance of infinite ohm, so this will get replaced by open circuit. Now open circuiting this, the circuit will get transformed into, now see, circuit will look like this. This is R, this is R. Now RAB will be what? Or equivalent resistance. Since after open circuiting this resistor has no significance. Why? Because this is open circuited. So RAB will be 2R, right? So time constant will be what? L equivalent by R equivalent. This is nothing but R equivalent. So L equivalent is L, R equivalent is what? 2R, right? This is the time constant. Clear? Now see another example. Yes. Another example is a resistor, and inductor, also an inductor, a resistor and a current source. Let's say this is 20 UT, this is 2K, this is 1K, this is 3K, this is 2 Henry, this is 3 Henry, this is 1K, and this is 2K. Now to find this, what we have to do first? We have to find L equivalent. L equivalent will be what? Our L equivalent will be, now see here, since here two inductors present, first is this and second is this. Now after seeing this circuit, you may also once again you may say that this is a second order system. Why? Because this has two inductor and they are not distributed. They cannot be lumped. No, these two inductor can also be lumped because these two elements are in series. So if I interchange their position, there will not be any change, either current flowing through it or the voltage across these two nodes, right? So this will get after interchanging this, the circuit will become and one more resistor here, right? This will be 1K, 3K, 2 Henry, 1K, 2K, this is 2K, this is 1K, 20 UT, right? Now what will be L equivalent? L equivalent will be nothing but the series combination of these two, right? Open this. First of all, whenever we find L equivalent or C equivalent or R equivalent, we have to remove the sources. After removing this will get open circuited. After getting open circuited, this resistor will have no significance as there will be no current in this branch or current through this element. So this will be redundant. Our L equivalent will be 1 plus 2, that is 3 Henry, and R equivalent. R equivalent will between these two terminal will be what? Sorry, we have committed a mistake here. Since this is replaced only we have interchanged its position but not the magnitude, so this will be nothing but 3 Henry. So L equivalent will be 3 plus 2, 5 Henry. Now to find R equivalent, let us simplify this circuit, right? This circuit can be written as this. this is 1K, this is 3 Henry, this is 2 Henry, this is 3K, and this is 3K. Why? Because after getting open circuited, these two will become in series across this terminal, right, with in parallel with this 3K ohm, right? Now since we have already calculated L equivalent, R equivalent will be what? See, R equivalent between these two terminals will be what? 3 parallel to 3 in series with 1. What it will be? 1.5K plus 1K. These all were in kilo ohms, so 2.5K. Now the time constant will be what? L equivalent by R equivalent. L equivalent was 5 Henry, 2.5K means 2 milliseconds, right? Let's take another example. This example is nothing but the gate example, gate question, which was asked in gate exam. Now this is 2 microfarad, this is 6 kilo ohm, this is 3 kilo ohm, this is plus or minus 10 volts, this is 2 kilo ohm. The question was, what will be the time constant of the circuit, right? Now to find the time constant, what we have to do first? First of all, we have to remove all the sources or replace all the sources by its internal resistance. So after removing this source, the circuit will get transformed into this. And also I said that the circuit will be observed after closing or opening the switch, means at time t equal to 0 plus. After at time t equal to 0 plus, this switch will get closed, right? And after removing this voltage source, this will get replaced by short circuit. So this will be the circuit. This is 2K, this is 2 microfarad. Now C equivalent is what? Here it is clear. C equivalent is nothing but 2 microfarad, right? Now the interesting thing is to find the R equivalent. Now see, R equivalent will be what? We have to find R equivalent between the terminals of C equivalent. In all the problems we are doing the same thing. Whenever we find R equivalent in case of RC circuit, we are first of all we find L equivalent, C equivalent, and then the R equivalent across the terminals of C equivalent. In case of inductor, we find first of all L equivalent and then the R equivalent between the across the terminal of L equivalent. So C equivalent is 2 microfarad. It is clear from the picture. Now what will be the R equivalent? See, we have to find R equivalent. Once again redrawing the circuit. After redrawn the circuit, we have to find, this is point A, this is point B. We have to find the equivalent resistance between A and B, right? Now see, if I name this terminal is A, this terminal is B, this will also be B, this is B, this is A, right? Now simplify. If this is terminal A and this is terminal B, this is terminal A. Now see, A to B, a resistor is present of 6 ohm. This is done. B to A, a resistor of 3 ohm is present. This is done. And A to B, a resistor is present. Right? So across terminal A and B, what will be the R equivalent? R equivalent will be nothing but the parallel combination of these three. R equivalent is equal to 2 parallel to 6 parallel to 3, which is nothing but 1K. Since all resistors were in K, 6 parallel to 3 gives 2, 2 parallel to 2 gives 1. So the time constant will be RC, and it will become 2 microfarad into 1K, which is nothing but 2 milliseconds. This question was asked in GATE exam for 1 mark question. So this was the some problems to find the time constant of a circuit. Now we will do some problem on finding the time response or the transient response of first order circuit. Basically, this is the source free time response of first order circuit. Consider this circuit. A resistor R, a capacitor initially charged, a resistor R, a resistor here. This is 12 ohm, this is 8 ohm, this is plus or minus V, this is 0.1 farad, and this is 5 ohm. Right? Question is, if V naught is equal to 15 volt, then find the complete expression for current Ix. This is I. Right? Now see, this is a problem based on the source free response. Why? Because the capacitor was initially charged and this will get discharged through these resistors. Right? Now a source free response, the source free response of a circuit, as I discussed in the last lecture, will be of the form of, in case of capacitor, Vt will be V naught e to the power minus t by tau. Now the stored voltage will get dissipated, or the stored energy in this capacitor in the form of electric field will get dissipated in this resistor in the form of heat, and this voltage will get fallen down exponentially to 0. So that expression by which the voltage across the stored capacitor will fall will be of the form of Vt is equal to V naught e to the power minus t by tau, where V naught is the initial voltage across capacitor, or V naught is equal to V at t equal to 0 plus, means the time of the instant of time where our observation starts. So in the question they already given that V0 is equal to 15 volt, right? Now our next target is to find tau. Just before few minutes we seen how to find the time constant of a circuit. In this circuit our C equivalent is what? 0.1 farad. Now R equivalent will be what? See, R equivalent between these two terminals, R equivalent will be what? 8 plus 12, 20, 20 in parallel with 5, 20 in parallel with 5. This will be the R equivalent. What it will be? 100 by 25, isn't it? So 4 ohm. Now the time constant will be 0.1 farad into 4, which will be 0.4 second, right? Now the VT, the voltage across the capacitor as a function of time, VT will be V0, which is 15 e to the power minus t by tau, 0.4. This is the time function of voltage across the capacitor. Now the I will be what? Now see, I will be nothing but the voltage across the capacitor divided by the resistance of this path, which is nothing but Vt divided by 12 plus 8, that is 20. So 15 by 20 e to the power minus t by 0.4, which is nothing but 3 by 4 e to the power minus t by 0.4. This will be the IT. Clear? Now let us take another example. A current source, a resistor, inductor, a resistor. This is the switch which is getting open at t equal to 0. This is half Henry, this is 2 ohm, this is 10 ampere, and this is 1 ohm. The question is determine the complete expression for current through inductor. Let us say this is I is equal to what? Means in this circuit you have to find this current. Now observe this circuit. Basically the switch is getting opened at time t equal to 0. Means for a long time it was in, this inductor was in steady state with this source when switch was closed, means at time t equal to 0 minus. So at t equal to 0 minus, this inductor was in steady state. So in a steady state, as I have already discussed, that in a steady state a capacitor act like a short circuit. So in a steady state, if we redraw the circuit, it will look like see, this will be I, right? This is 1 ohm, this is 2 ohm, this is 10 ampere. Since at a steady state switch was closed and inductor was acting like a short circuit, so at that moment or at time t equal to 0 minus, whatever current this current source is leaving, the whole current will come here, as this is short circuited, come here and will move through inductor only, not in this path because this is shorted, right? So at time t equal to 0 minus, I at t equal to 0 minus will be 10 ampere, or simply saying I naught is equal to 10 ampere, right? Now, as the switch is getting opened, since I told earlier that we have to analyze the circuit for getting this transient response, we have to analyze the circuit after switch operation. Here switch is getting opened at time t equal to 0. Now after opening this circuit, this switch, circuit will look like, since this is getting opened, so this source will get detached from this part. So after getting switched open, this will be only the circuit. So only this will be the circuit of concern, because this is getting open circuited. This will have no significance, as if the current, whatever current which will supply, will circulate in this circuit only, right? And whatever current stored in this inductor will get dissipated in this 2 ohm resistor, right? Now in this circuit, what we have to do, we have to find this expression of I. Now since this is a source free first order RL circuit, the current expression will be I naught e to the power minus t by tau. Now our next target is to find tau. Tau equal to will be what? L equivalent by R equivalent. Here L equivalent is what? Half. R equivalent is what? 2. 1 by 4. Right? Now I will be what? I naught. I naught is what? 10 ampere. 10 e to the power minus t by tau. 1 by 4. This is nothing but 10 e to the power minus 4t. This is the expression for the current which will flow through the inductor after time t equal to 0 plus, or after opening the switch. Now if we try to draw its graph, what it will be, how it will look like. This is time axis, this is current axis. At time t equal to 0, what was the current? The current was I naught, which is 10, and it will fall exponentially, right? Okay. In the previous case also, in the previous example also, if we try to plot the graph, the voltage across the capacitor Vt will be 15, that is I naught. At time t equal to 0 it was 15, and it will fall exponentially, right? Okay, now let's take another example. Okay, now consider this example: a resistor, a capacitor, a voltage source of 20 volts, now this is the switch which is getting closed at time t equal to 2. This is 2 ohm, this is 3 ohm, this is 1 ohm, this is 1 farad. Now see, the question is determine the energy stored in the capacitor at t is equal to 2.5 seconds. This is also an example of source free first order RC circuit, right? So what will be the state variable? This is nothing but the voltage across the capacitor. Now see this figure. We are closing this switch at time t equal to 2. Means before that the circuit was in steady state. This capacitor had acquired its maximum voltage, and after that it was acting like open circuit. As I told earlier that the capacitor in steady state acts like a open circuit. So what will be the VC at that condition? After reaching this maximum voltage VC, this was acting like open circuit, right? So VC will be what? See, since no current will go through this, so VC will be nothing but the voltage across this 3 ohm. So VC will be 20 into 3 by 5, which is nothing but 12 volt, right? Now at t equal to 2 seconds, the circuit, we are closing this switch. So after closing this switch, this resistor will get short circuited, or this capacitor will have the path to dissipate its energy through this short circuited, or whatever current this source will apply will move through this and return back to this, and capacitor current will move this and will get dissipated through this ohm resistor and this through this, and will get dissipated its energy in this 1 ohm resistor. So after closing the switch, the circuit will look like it has some stored energy. This will be 1 ohm and this will be 1 farad. So since this has the stored energy, and now this circuit is nothing but a first order source free response of RC circuit. Okay, so for that C equivalent will be what? 1 farad, and R equivalent will be what? 1 ohm. Now the time constant will be 1 second, and the capacitor voltage will have the form as V naught e to the power minus t by tau, where V naught is the voltage at time t equal to at the time of switching. Now see here, since we are closing this switch at time t equal to 2 seconds, so we are introducing transient here. We are switching at time t equal to 2, so our V naught will be V at time t equal to 2 seconds, which is nothing but this 12 volt, right? Because at time t equal to 2 minus, this was in steady state. Okay, so Vt will be 12, that is V naught, 12 e to the power minus t by tau is what? 1 second, 12 e to the power minus t. This is the voltage across the capacitor as a function of time. Now one more thing we have to notice here, that this expression was valid when we were operating the switch at time t equal to 0. But in this question, we are operating the switch, we are closing this switch at time t equal to 2. So this circuit will have the response, not this, but by time shifted form, which is V naught e to the power minus t minus 2. As I said earlier, very beginning in the starting of the transient, that we have to shift this graph. Our first f1 function was starting with 0. Now if we have to shift the graph by 2 seconds, we will shift it by 2 second right side. Now see, if we try to plot this graph, how it will be look like. Since if Vt is equal to V naught e to the power minus t by tau, then it will have the form like this. But if Vt is equal to V naught e to the power minus of t minus 2 by tau, in that case we will shift the graph by 2 unit, means right. Now see, this is 2 second. Before 2 second, what was the voltage? See, before 2 seconds means before operating the switch, before closing the switch, what was the voltage across the capacitor? That was 12 volt. Okay, so starting from time t equal to 0 up to time t equal to 2 seconds, the voltage across the capacitor was 12 volt, and at time t equal to 0, after closing the switch, the voltage getting exponentially decreased, right? So this was the expression of graph of Vc, and this was the expression of voltage, right? This part nothing but delay, is representing nothing but the delay, as we have operated the switch at time t equal to 0, time t equal to 2, so this is nothing but the delay of 2 seconds, right? Now the question was, find the energy stored in the capacitor at time t equal to 2.5. Now if we try to write the complete expression, the Vt will be, or Vc as a function of t will be 12 volt for t less than or equal to 2 volt. Let us say this from 0 to 2 seconds, and it is 12 e to the power minus of t minus 2 for t greater than equal to 2, right? This is the complete expression for voltage. Now the question was, find the energy stored in the capacitor at time t equal to 2.5. So energy stored in the capacitor will be half C V square. Now this will become half C V at 2.5 second square, means half C is what? C was 1 farad into V at 2.5. For t greater than 2, our expression was 12 e to the power minus t minus 2. Putting this value, we will have 12 e to the power minus of 2.5 minus 2 square, which is nothing but 6 e to the power minus 0.5 square. After calculating this, we will have EC as 26.48 joule. Clear? Let us take one more example. R, this is inductor, and this is a dependent source, plus minus 3i, this is 4 ohm, this is 2 ohm, and this is half Henry, and this is I, right? The question is, if I naught is equal to 10 ampere, determine its complete expression. Right. Now see, since dependent source cannot generate energy on its own, so this is also nothing but a source free first order RL circuit. Now we all know that how the current expression for this kind of circuit will be the form of I is equal to I naught e to the power minus t by tau, right? So our target is to find I naught and tau. In the question itself they have given I naught is equal to 10 ampere. Our own problem is solved. I naught is 10 ampere. Now we have to find tau. For tau we have to find L equivalent by R equivalent. L is only a single inductor, so it is half Henry divided by R equivalent. Now we have to find R equivalent across this inductor. To find this, what we will do? Recall the technique to find the equivalent resistance when only dependent source is present in the circuit. What we will do? Basically, we will apply an arbitrary voltage source, right? Say this, okay, and we will find current I. If we apply this voltage V and assuming that current is supplied by this is I, then the ratio of V by I will give R, right? Okay, now apply nodal analysis here, assuming this as reference, and this will become V. Okay, so after applying nodal analysis we will have minus, this current will be minus I, this current will be V by 2 ohm, and this current will be V plus 3I by 4 is equal to 0. So from here we will have V by IA is equal to 1 by 3, which is nothing but the R equivalent, right? So from here we have tau is equal to L equivalent by R equivalent. L is what? 1 by 2 divided by 1 by 3, so 3 by 2 will be the time constant. Okay, now I will become then I is equal to I naught. I naught is our 10 e to the power minus t by tau. Tau is 3 by 2, means 10 e to the power minus 2 t by 3. This is the expression for the current. Clear? Now if we take its Laplace transform, it will have expression of S plus 2 by 3, means the system pole will have, the pole of this will have at minus 2 by 3, right, in S domain. And as we all know that if the pole is in LHS of S surface, S plus sigma plus j omega plane, then the system is stable or the response will be stable. Here this is the current response, so the current response will be stable. Now the interesting thing is that if we interchange the position of these two resistors, the response I will become unstable, means this pole will get shifted to right side. Now see, after interchanging the position of resistor, this is 3I, now this will become 2 ohm and this will become 4 ohm. This will become, this is V, this is I. Now in same way, calculating the R equivalent, for R equivalent, what we will do? We will do nodal analysis here. Let us assume this is ground, not ground, reference. So applying nodal analysis, it will become minus I plus V by 4 plus V minus 3I by 2 is equal to 0. Now this will become 4 minus 4I plus V plus 2V minus 6I is equal to 0. Minus 4I minus 6I minus 10I plus 2V plus V, 3V is equal to 0. So V by I will be 10 by 3, right? Now our current expression will be I is equal to I naught e to the power minus t by tau. Sorry, we have committed a mistake here. V plus 3I, it will be V plus 3I, so this will be 6I. Now this will become, we got a mistake here, 6I minus 4I, it will be 2I plus 3V is equal to 0. From here V by I will become minus of 2 by 3, right? Now the current expression will be I naught e to the power minus t by tau, where I naught is what? Our I naught was 10 ampere e to the power minus t. Tau is what? L by R equivalent. Our L was, now calculate here, tau is equal to L by R equivalent. L was half and R is minus 2 by 3, so which is nothing but minus 3 by 4, right? Putting this value here, it will be minus 3 by 4. So the current expression I will become 10 e to the power minus minus plus 4t by 3. Now if I'll take Laplace transform, our Is will be 10 by S minus 4 by 3. If we plot this in S plane, we will have the pole of this in RHS of S plane at 4 by 3, and its response will be of, at time t equal to 0 it was 10 ampere, and after that it will increase exponentially, which is unbounded signal or unbounded current, so this will become unstable. And in this case, if we plot this is the bounded system. The current expression you can see here is exponentially decaying with a starting current or initial current of 10 ampere and ending at infinite, time t equal to infinity. So after, you can see here, same circuit, after interchanging the position of the resistor in these two circuits, after interchanging the position of these two resistors, one we are getting stable signal in this stable signal, and one we are getting unstable signal. So this was the interesting thing. Okay, now I'm going to stop here. In the next lecture we will do some more problem on this like RC circuit or RL circuit, and we will move further. Before stopping this, I would like to once again request you to please like, share and comment, and also subscribe to our channel. Thank you.